I'm Tom from Core 7 and today I'm interviewing the Pigeon Detectives. If you'd just like to introduce yourselves.
Yep, I'm Ryan, play guitar.
I'm Oliver, I play guitar too.
You've got your fourth album, We Met at Sea, releasing on Monday. What can fans look forward to?
It's kind of it's not a massive departure from other stuff really. We're not ever really trying to reinvent the wheel or anything like that. You can just expect kind of pop songs really, I guess.
Right, fair enough. How did you find writing the album?
Writing, we quite like it. We have our own rehearsal space, and basically after promoting our third album, Guards and that, and we toured quite a lot, you know, to promote that record. As soon as we have the spare time, we just go into our own rehearsal space, and we don't rush it. You know, we just do it like out of 7 days a week. We'll do three or 4 days in the studio, and we just write songs. I mean, we wrote loads of songs for this album, but you know, a lot of them didn't make the cut. You know, if they weren't good enough, they don't.
Yeah.
You know, we don't record them. So we just do it like that. We just go into the studio, and Oliver will come in like with some ideas, and then we'll just build the songs up really in the rehearsal rooms.
Alright. You released a single from it as well at the beginning of April, I Won't Come Back. What do you think the fans' reactions to it have been like?
It's been pretty good, hasn't it, really?
Yeah.
We've got 2 singles off it now. Animal, which was sort of like this is our new album coming out in a few months, and then I Won't Come Back sort of came out, and they've both gone down really well actually, and we've been playing them, it's only the second gig of the tour, and even though the album's not out, we've gone down well live as well, so we're really happy with that, and you know, we want that sort of reaction. We want songs to work well live when you listen to it on your CD player or when you listen to the venue.
Alright. So it's almost midway through 2013 now. What can we expect from you for the rest of 2013?
We've got a few festivals and things. I don't think we're out to see what they are yet. We're doing another tour in the back end of the year, and then I'm not sure after that really. That'll play tickets to Christmas.
So we're off out to Europe straight off the back of this tour to take a lot of the album. Yeah, and then like I say, there's a tour in October roughly, it's getting penciled in, and then we'll go down in Europe as well with that. So, and then the festival's in the middle, so it's quite a busy time for us, which is good.
So quite busy this year then?
Yeah, touch wood, it'll just be, we don't want to be sat on forever.
Well, you've started your latest tour and it runs until the beginning of June, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And it sees you going as far as Switzerland. What would you say is the most difficult aspect of touring?
Well, I think we're used to it now really, so I suppose like Ryan's married and stuff like that, maybe he don't like being away from his wife, but other than things like that,
I'm lucky.
but other than that, we've been doing it for years now, so we know what to expect.
Yeah, right, fair enough. You come from just outside of Leeds, Rothwell.
Yeah.
What's it like playing Leeds? Is it like almost a homecoming type of thing, or?
It always is homecoming. It's quite stressful with guest lists because you get all our friends and family ringing up. Oh, can I get into a gig? It's like, have you bought a ticket? No, can I come though? You're like, oh, you know. So that's a bit annoying. But it's always has been a good gig for us. I mean, we've done like the smallest venues in Leeds when we first started out to 10 people, and we've done like Millennium Square over 2 nights, which are like 15,000 people. So we've and Leeds Festival in 2011 on the main stage, which were a great gig for us.
Yeah.
So it's always a great place to play. You know, it's a homecoming crowd, and you get that sort of extra crowds that give you extra sort of 20% to what every other crowd in country does, because I think they're a bit proudier in a way, you know, like all local lads, and it's always good really.
Right. So do you prefer the intimate gigs then, or the much larger ones?
There's pros and cons to both really. I mean, the thing with the bigger ones are always a nice ego boost, but you get, like, I guess with the smaller gigs, you get the more real fans. You know, the people that like, the big gigs you get a lot of people that come just to win with like 3 or 4 songs, whereas the small ones you get people that have all your albums and are a bit obsessed. So you kind of get a better crowd reaction from the smaller ones, but it's nice to play for like 3,000 people.
This is quite a good venue. This is like a middle one, just like a place like Leadmill, it's like 900,000, and you get that sort of really good mix where it's actually really close in front of you, but it's still quite big at the same time. So I think these are probably my favourite ones actually. We played Whitehaven last night, we were a similar size, and that were a really good gig. So Yeah, I think.
The ones that are mainly in the middle then?
Yeah,
It's
so
not intimate but not
kind of
massive.
between 500 and 2,000 is the best size.
Yeah.
And then when it gets bigger than that, it starts to lose its intimacy and it becomes a bit more like a stadium gig.
Problem with us is we're quite an active live band, and like Matt Bowen, our singer, he likes to like jump around and swing his microphone. And when you're in some really small gigs, the stages are tiny, and he ends up jumping on your pedals, knocking your guitar, and then like them ones start becoming difficult, really.
Yeah. As interesting as I think that bit say, it probably affects the music a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, when it starts affecting like being able to play the song, obviously. Yeah, but like I said, I personally prefer these like middle ones, like classic ones.
Right. Do you prefer playing in the studio then, or do you prefer your gigs?
I think we all prefer going out live, really.
Yeah.
Don't we?
Yeah, do you mean like recording?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't, we like playing live, like, it's its own thing, you know, like you can't replicate that kind of feeling of the crowd interaction and stuff, but then there's something good about writing a song and then the first time you really hear it's when you record it, you know, so you don't really know what it sounds like until you come back and speakers towards you, and that's quite a nice experience too, so.
Alright, that's good. I know you've probably been asked this question quite a lot of times as well, but so far I've not been able to find any answers that seem to corroborate with each other, but
Probably what?
oh yeah,
I know it's
yeah.
gonna be.
Where did you get your names from?
I'll tell you a true story, and you probably read it, but we met this Australian guy at Leeds Festival 2005 maybe, and we'd sort of just started the band, but we didn't have a band name at the time, and he liked to have a drink, and he would just like really drunk, and Matt Bowman, our singer, were telling him something about pigeons, some random facts, like when he was drunk also, and this Australian guy was like amazed, like, oh man, you must be a bloody pigeon detective. And we just thought it was funny, and we're like, pigeon detectives, that's such a crazy sort of thing. And we had to book a gig, so we had a gig booked, and we had to have a name for like, the poster for the gig, and the promoter ringing us, going, what are you called, you know, putting you on the gig, and we were like, I think March went, oh, we're called the Pigeon Detectives, and we thought, well, we'll change it down the line, but then we started obviously getting a bit of a name for ourselves, and we thought it'd be detrimental to change it. But back in sort of when our first album came out, we got asked that question.
We definitely should have changed it.
Yeah, probably should, it's a bit daft in it, but we got asked that question that often. We started like to entertain ourselves, making up stories. We've had one that a big pigeon at the bottom of our shared house, what we used to live in at the time. We used to write the songs.
I think I have heard that one, yeah.
One where I pulled it out of a Christmas cracker when I was pulling a cracker at Christmas with Matt or something like that, you know, so there's just loads of random stories that sort of started popping up.
Final question then. I'll try and ask it to everyone I interview. I think it's wide known fact now that out of all the apocalypses, zombie ones are the best.
Yeah,
By
I
miles.
like zombies.
Yeah. Who would you have in your zombie survival team then, and why?
I'd have me, which is quite obvious because I'm the leader of it. I'd probably have Oliver. He's quite a tactician. He's Oliver, be able to get blueprints of a building and be able to suss out what's
What's that guy at Resident Evil guy?
Chris. Oh no, is it Chris? At Resident Evil?
Chris
Chris and Jill.
Chris and Jill from Resident Evil, they were pretty handy in Crisis.
They survived, didn't they? I'd probably have Rambo, because he can take on all Russian armies on his own. So against zombies it'd be quite easy. Jean-Claude Van Damme can kick that out.
Yeah, Chuck Norris obviously.
Yeah, Chuck Norris.
Who would you have in for comic relief?
Pardon?
Who would you have in for comic relief?
Oh,
Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal. He's put a bit of chunk on now. He's probably thinking he's hard, but he probably struggled with it. Yeah.
Fair enough on that one then.
Yeah.
Right, cheers for answering the
Cheers.
questions.
Thank you.
It's been nice meeting you.
Yeah, nice one.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Good luck.